Good morning, everybody. Welcome. I don't need these. It's not funny. Thanks, everybody, for joining us today. We'll come into a comfortable place on your mat. Is that on too, Amy? Oh, okay.
Yep, you're on.
Good. The volume and everything?
Should be.
Yeah.
Is your blue light on?
Yeah. Yeah, welcome to our Friday morning. Let's just start to settle into the earth with your bodies. And just start to sink into the sound of nature, the feel of earth beneath you, the feel of breeze. And how lovely it is to just literally, you can do this anywhere, like just go out on your balcony or on your deck and just close your eyes and just feel into your heartbeat, the fresh air, and the sounds in the background, sounds of the birds and sounds of the traffic. Just experiencing life as it is, arising moment by moment. And we can do this with like a bit of a checked outness, or we can do it with a bit of an alertness. And to see if you can find this sense of alertness while at the same time a relaxed effort in that alertness. A combination of softening the chest, softening the shoulders, the belly, softening into the earth, while at the same time having this like crisp, kind of laser sharp awareness of all these different activities that are passing through, whether they are internal or external activities. In breath and out breath. Just a couple more in breaths and out breaths. And just slowly start to open your eyes and bring your palms together and rub them together. And with those warm palms, place them on your chest or join them at the heart. So the beginning of practice is always a moment of silence, a moment of stillness. And it's very simple, really. It's to honor the mystery and to acknowledge the grandeur of this universe. and acknowledge ourselves as an extension of that source of all life. And when we do this together, it is incredibly powerful. And we open the practice with the sound of Om. First, the cleansing breath. Inhale. Beautiful. As you slowly open your eyes, just take your time to circle your shoulders around a few times. And stretch your arms nice and high into the sky, and find a little bit of side elongation, side of the body elongation, torso elongation. And start to kind of alternate between goalpost arms and expanding the arms and crossing them overhead, and again goalpost arms, and switching the placement of each arm as you cross up and down, getting into your shoulders a little bit. And then extend the arms sideways and circle the wrists a little bit more. Maybe even taking the hands behind the back and opening through the chest as you interlace them. Opening through the throat a little bit. And then interlace the hands and expand them forward and curl the spine a bit. Just finding that big stretch in the area of the shoulder blades. Reach the arms overhead and relax your shoulders. For some of us, if it starts to stress to go up like that, just relax your shoulders. And then release the arms again and circle the wrists. Interlace them behind the back, open through the chest, through the throat. And then take them forward and expand forward. All the way up. And release. Good job. Let's come into a table pose together. Arch your spine and curl it. And this time maybe trying to access the lower back a little bit and the pelvic bowl, and just getting into your hips. And then at some point, make your way slowly into a child pose and let the kind of entire body relax back down into the ground. Take a breath in together and a breath out together. Just start to get back into your senses, maybe even the sense of smell as you smell the grass, a sense of hearing and sound, a sense of feel of the sensation inside the body, but also the breeze. And calm yourself and the nervous system with this beautiful vibrations that are out here. What a gift. And let's start to come into a downward facing dog and allow the body to expand up and back. Sense into the experience of the hands grounding down and the feet, the V shape of the body. And we'll take a few moments to just kind of continue to warm up the body and reach your right leg up towards the sky with the in-breath. And with the out-breath, bring your knee towards your chest and step the foot forward into a low crescent. Let the back knee drop to the ground and reach the left arm all the way up with the in-breath. And on the out-breath, twist to the right. Come back to the center and twist to the other side. Opening up. And maybe reversing it so that like this nice long side body. Coming back through and twisting again. And then as you plant your hands and frame your front foot with your hands, start to bend and extend through that front leg. And then start to toe heel that right foot towards the side a bit so that it comes off the mat a little bit. And then start to continue with that back and forth, really accessing your hip. At some point you might even kind of hold the stretch a bit back all the way through. Coming back to the middle and curling the back toes under, re-extend back in a downward facing dog. Inhale. With the exhale, shift forward in a plank pose and hold active plank. Lower the knees and lower the chest all the way down to the ground. Tent your fingers at the front and open your chest. Stay here for a while. Activate the shoelace sides of the feet. Elongate the legs back. And just feel into that opening in the heart. Eventually drawing the arms sideways with the in-breath. And with the out-breath, planting the palms and a reverse push-up back to your downward dog. Breathe it in and breathe it out. The left leg rises to the sky. Inhale. With the exhale, you step it forward. Allow the back knee to drop. Reach the right arm all the way up with the inhale. And with the exhale, twist to the left. Come back through the center, twisting to the right. Find that nice elongation in the arms. And a reverse. Coming back through to the center, twist to the other side again. And back through to the front, framing the front leg with some back and forth motions. And then slowly toe healing that left foot towards the side, edge of the mat, toes facing outwards, and kind of circling through your hip a bit. And then holding this stretch, however comfort it gives you. Beautiful. Let's come back to the center. Plant the palms down, curl the back toes under, and extend the leg up and back in a downward facing dog with the inhale. With the exhale, shift forward and lower down to Chaturanga Dandasana. Either all the way down for baby cobra or upward facing dog to your downward facing dog. Breath in and breath out. Bend the knees a lot. Press your hips back. Look forward. Inhale. With the exhale, walk or float forward in a forward fold. Let the body kind of rest in this forward fold. Maybe elbows on the thighs or not. Maybe you're still enjoying the bending and extending of the legs. Nice. As you rise all the way up, take your time, activate the feet firm into the ground. Keep those feet kind of active in a way where it feels like a suction cup of the ground. You're kind of grabbing the ground with your toes, but feeling the balls of the feet into the earth. We'll separate the feet wide enough so we can start coming into some squats. Ready? Squat down and back up. Down and up. Maybe separate those toes just a little bit outer so that that squat can go up and down, maybe even touching the ground. So see if that's something that is feasible, and if it doesn't feel good to go all the way down, then you can just come halfway through. Down and up. Down and up. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, yeah, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Now sink back into your squat, but get the feet to be nice and straight, and tuck the tailbone under just slightly so that you're not overarching in your lower back. Then find a forward fold. As you fold forward, let the torso relax fully. Inhale for a halfway lift. With the exhale, plant your palms down. Step back to a plank pose. In your plank, bring your right knee to your chest and back, and left knee to your chest and back. And take that back and forth. Lower your butt so that you're in a plank the whole time. Yeah. Good. And now, see if you can hold your plank for a little bit on your forearms, releasing those forearms to the ground, activating the core center as you draw the elbows back isometrically for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down And this time, let's take it into locust pose. So we're going to open the chest and expand the arms and lift the legs at the same time. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your time to make the right forearm parallel to the edge of the mat and turn over onto your right side, keeping that elbow stacked under the shoulder. And from here, we're going to take that top leg and cross it over. Feel into the activity of that leg as you lift the hips up. Good. Now keep active in that right elbow. Relax your shoulder, hollow out through the armpits. And either stay here or stack both legs on top of one another. One is not necessarily better than the other. It just gives you an option here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back down. Switch to the other side. You can set it up nice and slow, either stacking the legs or crossing the top leg through. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on back onto your forearms and press yourself into a plank pose. And take your way back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in together and a long breath out together. The right leg rises to the sky with the inhale. The exhale takes you to warrior 1. Step forward, dial back, heel down, open your heart. Look up towards the beautiful cloudy sky. Relax your shoulders a lot. And interlace the hands behind the back or stack the hands on top of the sacrum. And just take a moment to hinge forward, humbling the warrior a little bit. Keeping active in both feet and firm. And then when you rise up, open up to the side for a moment, keeping your hands behind your back. Nice long leg. Bend again. Square the torso to the front and hinge again. Rise up and turn. One last time. Bend the knees. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Good. Now release both hands and circle through that left arm all the way up and adjust the placement of that back foot to come into a triangle pose. Nice elongated side body. Relaxed shoulders. Breathe here. Coming back to the feel of the breeze on your skin and reconnecting with the experience of the moment. Not going back in your head into a story of the past or the future, but just coming back to this moment right here, right now. Now, I'm going to have you release the left arm down. Bend the right knee and walk the hands outwards to the side a bit here. So you can walk that back foot as far back as you want. We're going into a deeper hip stretch. Good. And maybe you go back and forth. It doesn't have to go past the ankle, that knee, but just really accessing that inner, deeper inner right leg. Good. Now come back to the front and find a runner lunge. Curl the toes under. And establish your feet hip distance apart as you twist to the right. Breathing in and breathing out. Eventually release your right hand back to the ground and step that right leg back in a three-legged dog, potentially flipping your dog. Come back through in a three-legged dog with the in-breath. With the out-breath, you're going to bring that knee towards the chest and hold it. Step it back to plank and bring the left knee to the chest. And back and forth. Now look at my body. Notice how it's not like this, but it's actually a plank with knee to chest and back. Knee to chest and back. It's a lot harder that way. Switch legs. Keep switching legs. Back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth. Now lower onto your forearms and hold. Feel the activity in the core, and it's actually pretty aggressive at this point. But at the same time that you're in this discomfort, notice the sound of the bird. It's still there. Everything is well. For 3, 2, 1. Lower your hips. Open your heart. Walk your legs back. And find that locust again. Fly with this opposite motion. Squeezing the upper back and the mid back. Squeezing the glutes. And then rise back up into a downward facing dog. The left leg rises up. Inhale. The exhale brings the knee to the chest as you step forward for warrior one on the other side. Feel into that heart opening again. Taking the hands behind the back or interlacing them for a humble warrior. Rise up, extend the front leg and turn to the right. Bend again, shift to face the front and hinge. Rise up and turn to the right. Back to the center and hinge. One more time. Last time, hinge forward, humble warrior. Release your hands to the ground. And now open it up to the side, lifting the right arm all the way across and around, and finding your triangle pose. Good. Take your time to bend your knees and sink into that hip. Then bring the palms to the corner of the mat and bend and extend through that leg. Beautiful. Come back through into a runner lunge. Curl the back toes under, feet hip distance apart. Keep your right arm on the ground as you twist to your left. Deep in breath together. Out breath together. Plant palms down, step back in a three-legged dog, maybe a flip dog. Coming back through into a down dog and shifting forward in a plank pose. Good. Let's do the dialing the heels to the left and opening up to the side into a plank, side plank. Just for one breath here. Coming down into a plank with a push-up. Dialing the heels to the other side and opening up into a plank, side plank. Coming back to the middle with a push-up. Let's do 3 more of those. Side, up, plank, push up, side, open, plank, push up. Last time. Side, open, plank, push up, side open, plank push up. Now onto your forearms. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Come into a Sphinx pose at some point. But for now, let the body kind of relax fully. And then bring those elbows, opening your heart. Drawing the elbows down and back, isometrically. And then bend your right knee to grab a hold of your right ankle for a quad stretch. Maybe maintaining a little bit of a half bow sensation here, pressing the elbow into the ground and then pressing the foot back. Again, other side. Switch arms, bend knee, first a quad stretch. And then a bit of a press back with the foot. And an activation in that front arm, an activation in the extended right leg. Good job. Now we're gonna come on up onto our knees and find a child pose. Should feel like a nice counter posture here. Relaxed effort in the back, relaxed effort in the neck. Evening out the breath. Deep breath in. And a breath out. Good. Now come on back up and sit in hero pose on your heels and reach your arms overhead. We're going to give those wrists a little bit of love. We put a lot of weight on them. Circle them through and then take them and kind of press them against one another and reach them out and around just a few times. Subtle presses. And switch directions. Good. Shake them up. And then slowly make your way into a table pose. Maybe you come into like make fists with your hands if it's too much on your wrist, and extend your left leg back. Squeeze your glutes and dial your left hip down, and extend your right arm forward, your thumb facing upwards. Inhale here. With the exhale, bring the knee to the elbow and extend back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do 3 more. Good. The next time you extend it back, see if you can bend the knee and grab a hold of your ankle with the right hand, your left knee, yeah? And now we're going to press back with the foot as we open the chest. For 3, squeeze your right glute. 4. I'm sorry, 2. I'm going in the wrong direction. And 1. Good. Slowly release and curl the back toes under and lift yourself in a 3-legged dog, lengthening that right leg through all the way back with the in-breath. And with the out-breath, step forward with that right leg, coming into a crescent. Bend the back knee, tuck the pelvis under, squeeze your glutes, and take a few small motions here together. First, we're going to come into a balance. So drawing the weight forward and lifting that left knee off the ground. Inhale. With the exhale, twisting to the side. With the inhale, coming back to center, palms at heart space. And with the exhale, finding a balance, airplane. With the inhale, land again in your crescent. Bend the back knee, tuck the pelvis under. And with the exhale, dipping or not as you twist to your right. Come back to center and shift your weight forward again into balance. Twist to the left in balance. Come back to center with the in-breath, the out-breath in airplane. The inhale, you land. Bend the back knee, tuck the pelvis under, and twist to the right as you dip or not. Come back through one last time. Inhale. With the exhale, shift forward. Feel that right leg firing up a little. Twist to the left. Come back to center. Expand back in a airplane. Land with the in-breath. And with the out-breath, twist to the other side. Now expand both legs nice and long and do a little turn to the side and back. Keeping both legs elongated with the torso and the hips facing forward, find Parshvottanasana, pyramid pose. Relaxed effort in the top, activity in the bottom, and just let the neck be loose, jaw relaxed. Wonderful. Plant your palms. Bend your right knee again and walk your hands like we did before to the side. And this time, see if you can come into a little bit of a deeper side angle lunge, keeping that right hand on the ground and opening up to the side with the torso. Yeah, good job. Sink a little deeper into that right hip. It should be pretty open by now. Nice. And from here into a wide-legged forward fold. So walking to the outskirts of the mat. Deep in breath and out breath together. From here, start to toe heel the feet towards one another to come into a squat. And from your squat, either taking a crow pose or not. So you might want to come into a bit of a balanced pose. The good news, if you fall on the grass, it's cushy. Hug the upper arms maybe and hinge forward into a balance as an option. You can use that cup for your head. And then slowly turn back to the front of the mat into a table pose. Arch and curl the spine. And extend the right leg back this time. Dial the right hip down and extend the left arm forward. Thumb facing up. Inhale. With the exhale, elbow to knee. Lengthen, inhale. And exhale, elbow to knee. 3 more times. In and out. In and out. Last time. Good. Either stay here and hold, or bend the back knee to grab a hold of your ankle. And if you do, then squeeze the pelvic floor and press back with the leg. Try not to arch your tailbone upwards so that not to hurt your lower back. You got it. Press back with the leg. Keep opening this chest forward and up. Breath in. On the breath out, release. Curl the back toes under. Extend the left leg up and back into a three-legged dog. And then bring the knee to the chest to come forward in a crescent. Tuck the pelvis under. Find your ground. And we'll take that sequence, that balancing sequence again together. Hinge forward. Rise up with the right knee. Then twist to the right. Come back to center. Keep your gaze somewhere stable. Airplane. Land in a crescent. Dip down and twist. Back to the center. Inhale. Exhale, shift. Inhale. And exhale, twist. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, airplane. Inhale, land. And exhale, twist. One more time. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale here. And on the exhale, twist. Back to center, breath in. And airplane. Land. And twist. Inhale, back up. Dial back, heel down. And just open to the side a bit. Forward and back. And then adjust the placement of the back foot so that it's facing as much forward as it's comfortable. Square to the front and bow forward for Parshvottanasana. Feel into the breeze again and the sounds. Let your breath be fluid. Let's walk the back foot back a bit more. And prepare to take that side angle, that deeper side angle. So you're going to bend your left knee like we did before and kind of do that thing that we did at the beginning of class where you kind of turn your torso slightly to the side with the hands on the ground and then readjust for a side angle, keeping kind of a deeper opening in the hip. Beautiful. One more in-breath. With the out-breath, walk the hands over towards the middle for a wide-legged forward fold. And take any variations that you wish here, including any inversions or side lunges. Let's slowly toe heel the feet towards one another for another squat, yogi squat. Either staying here or taking again a crow pose. Beautiful. Turn back to the front again. And cross your feet behind you and sit down. And then let's just take a couple of moments to come into some flowy reverse table positions. Have the fingertips either face the hips or sideways, depending on where your wrists are at, or you can make fists like I do. And with the feet forward from you like this, not so close, because we're going to actually shift our weight forward. We want those knees over the ankle to lift up. And on the way down, don't drop your butt, but rather walk your legs forward a little and draw your hips back. Good, let's do it again. Up, inhale, and exhale. 2 more. Last time, breath in and breath out. And hold for 5, 4, squeeze your legs, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. And let's shake up those wrists a little. And we'll take a nice seated twist to the left. Adjust the placement of your left foot in front of your shin and twist it out. Now see if you want to go a little bit deeper by taking your right foot a little bit further back and taking your left foot up and over. Now if that lifted your sits bone, then take it back a notch. Now you could either stay here or you could see if that twist can go just slightly deeper and potentially grab a hold either of your foot or your shin of that left leg and extend it forward. And then from here, come back to face the front. Keep a hold of that leg. Right knee back to the side. And see if you can kind of go into a little bit of a deeper hamstring stretch. Yeah, if you're going like this, see if you can kind of take more upward motion, long spine, even if you have to walk your hands back a little. Wonderful. Bend the knee. Come into a Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet come together. This is a nice little kind of stretch to stay here. Feel into the ground. Feel into the moment. And let's do it on the other side. Right foot goes forward to begin with as you twist. Walking the left knee in slightly and taking that leg up and over if needed to go a little deeper, maybe even taking that elbow up and over. And then either staying here or extending through that right leg. And wherever you are, we're just going to come back to the front, extend the right leg into a hamstring stretch. And yeah, and a bend in the knee is fine, totally fine. Keep it as bent as you need to. One more breath in and a breath out. We'll come back through to the middle, extend both legs forward. Find that staff pose, active sits bones into the ground, and a seated forward fold. Deep breath in together and let it go together. Slowly come on out of the pose to make it onto our backs. As you lie down, let the body rest for a moment, bending the knees, placing the feet under the knees, maybe resting the knees against one another. And then slowly prepare for a bridge pose. Let the knees stack on top of the ankles. And we're just going to activate those arms into the ground and come into a bridge. Press into the feet, lift the hips. And hold bridge. As you tuck your tailbone under, squeeze your glutes. And now halfway through, lower and press back up. Lower and press back up. 10 times. 10. 9. Each time you press up, squeeze your butt. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Hold and squeeze for 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Lower down. And come into a reclined pigeon. Cross your right ankle on top of your left thigh. And pull your left knee towards your chest for a squeeze. Slowly release the left foot to the ground and extend the right leg up towards the sky. And let that right leg fall to the right all the way into a hip opener. Would that arm go all the way up and around to grab that? Would that feel nice? Right? Would that arm go all the way over your head to grab that leg? Can it do that? Would that feel nice? It's just cool. It's just really, I just tried it. It felt nice. And then slowly release. Let's take it to the other side. Cross the left ankle on top of right thigh. Pull the right knee towards the chest for a squeeze. Nice. Slowly release the right foot to the ground. Extend the left leg up. And let that leg rock to the left into a hip stretch. Maybe potentially extending the right leg all the way down to the ground as well. And back to the center. Let's come into a rocking of the knees side to side for a moment. Massaging the glutes a little. And then at some point, let the knees drop to the left as you rest. And let the body just experience gravity without any efforting or resistance to gravity. And just come back to the felt sense. Whichever parts of your body are touching the grass, feel it, the breeze, the sounds. Come back to the middle and let the twist happen on the other side. And very gently return back onto your backs. And the body rest fully in Shavasana. In these profound moments of silence, see if you can find within yourself a sense of reverence for our Mother Nature, sense of reverence for the mystery. And give all of your attention to that. To the living presence. And imagine that the birds and the trees and the wind and the sun, consider that they are all doing the same thing, giving all of their attention to that. This is meditation. When we come out of ourselves and fully direct our attention to that. And begin to realize that we are not separate from that. We are that. And merge into it. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Sachitananda Murtaye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase Slowly take a breath in and a breath out. One more time. And begin to move the body a little, taking your time to reawaken the body. And roll over onto your side. When you feel ready to come up to a seated position for the close of our practice. Rub the hands again and Bring the palms together to the heart space, maybe stacked on top of the chest and the belly. And finding once again, a sense of honoring and gratitude for this day, for this breath, and for this unique experience of being outdoors in nature together today. This gorgeous, gorgeous weather, perfect temperature, beautiful day. May all beings sense into this peace, even for a glimpse. Let's close together with the sound of Om, a cleansing breath. Inhale. I thank you so much for practicing with me today. The Great Spirit in me honors the Great Spirit in you. Namaste. Have a great day, everyone. Yay.